wasn't good. We didn't play well enough or coach well enough in any phase, and they did. They played well, and we didn't match their intensity from the start, coaching-wise, playing-wise, and it's a bad performance.
Coach, just 55 plays on offense, 260-some yards. What were the struggles today offensively in terms of getting into rhythm or getting into sync?
Starts, like I said, with coaching. We have to put those guys in better situations to be successful. And when plays are there to be made, we got to make them. And you got to give them credit. They had a good plan, kept the ball away from us, and I had some long drives that limited our possessions, limited our plays, but we didn't execute in any phase well enough to win this game.
Kliff, you had said you guys would learn a lot about this team's resolve after the loss last week. What do you attribute to the way you guys came out and started that game on both sides of the ball?
I don't have an answer for that, but it wasn't good enough. Like I mentioned, they had more intensity, more focus to start the game, came out, jumped on us, and I just didn't think we responded like we were able to. Closed it to 28-14 there in the second half, and then weren't able to get any closer until late. So we got to get back to practice, work really hard this week, and try and improve. We're 2-2 after the first quarter. Felt like the last 2 weeks haven't been our standard, and we have to do something about that.
Next three, McClune, Fitzgerald, Santos.
Hey, Kliff, Justin and Kenyon went down late in the game. Do you been health-wise?
I don't. I don't believe that it was anything major, but we'll see. But I don't have an answer right now.
Kliff, the first two games of the season, the defense was doing so well on third down today, really struggled. Can you pinpoint exactly what that was?
I can't. I got to give them credit. I thought they had a great plan. I thought Teddy played great, went to the right place with the ball. They protected well. We had a hard time getting pressure, and those receivers are really talented. So I got to give them credit, but we have to be better. I have to get off the field on those third and long situations.
What do you guys feel like you did well today? Are there any positive takeaways?
I don't believe so. I just don't think it was our standard. Last 2 weeks we haven't answered the bell, and we had a chance to kind of respond to adversity and get it going. We just haven't, and that starts with me and our coaching staff, and we have to find a way to get that right in a hurry.
Next three, Summers, Winefist, King, please.
Kliff, as you look at the last 2 weeks, how do you get more out of the passing game? What's gone wrong, do you think?
Yeah, I think a number of things. I think we have to have a better plan, starting with me, and then we just got to execute when throws are there to be hit, whether it's running the proper depth or taking the proper footwork on your drop. We just all have to be on the same page and take what we're working on in the practice field to the game. And we haven't hit that rhythm yet, haven't been in sync yet like you'd like to in the passing game.
Kliff, Hopkins until 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Is that on the play call, the play design, Kyler, what the Panthers were doing? And how crucial is he to getting this off early?
You were breaking up. I couldn't hear the first part of that question.
In the first quarter. Was that on the play design? Was that on?
No. I think you're saying haven't got Hopkins' ball. I couldn't really hear you, but yeah, got to find a way to get him involved earlier. Like I said, came out, didn't have a sense of urgency, play calling or executing it, and he's obviously a spark plug, one of the best players in the league, and we got to get him involved and try to get us going.
Kliff, how much do you feel like the defense missed Budda Baker?
Obviously, he's one of the best safeties in the league and brings a lot of intensity and playmaking to that side of the ball, but it's no excuse. We knew what we had going in, and we had to make plays, and we weren't able to make plays and get them off the field on third down.
Next up, McManaman, Harmon, Fitzgerald.
Kliff, after you guys cut it to 28-14, Carolina went on a massively long drive that seemed to kind of, tilt this game completely into their favor. How devastating was that 15-play drive against you guys?
Yeah, that's tough. You got to give them credit. They did what they had to do. We felt like we had a little momentum going in there, scored to make it 28-14. Into the third quarter, plenty of time left, and then they marched it right back down and converted a bunch of third downs and made some nice plays to make it a three-score ball game there into the fourth quarter. So it was definitely, a tough drive for us and a really well-executed drive for them.
Kliff, as banged up as you guys are on defense right now, why isn't Isaiah getting more of a look at this point?
Yeah, we're still trying to work him in. We want to put him in positions to be successful, to understand our scheme, and it's a work in progress still. No off season, no preseason. We knew it would take some time. We're a month in now, and I think he is progressing, but we're going to continue to try and find ways to get him in where he can have success.
Kliff, I know you talked after last game about trying to involve more of the receivers on offense. What did you try to do differently today, and why did it maybe not translate?
I think more than anything, just the lack of plays. We're normally around 70 and only had 55 and never got in a rhythm. Once again, I got to do a good job of calling enough plays to get the ball spread around, but it just didn't work out that way.